Okay, I'm with Charlotte. This is 08 at Trebahena, where she did her first solo, and she's going to explain why she became a commercial pilot and all the reasons why, how good it is and how bad it is, or what the training's like.
Yeah. Hi everyone, my name is Charlotte. I'm an aerospace engineer, and I decided to become a pilot 2 years ago in the middle of the pandemic. So in order to do so, I joined FTE, Flight Training Europe, in Erez. I started my training back in November 2020, and I'm about to finish in about 3-4 weeks from now. So I'll be graduating in 2022. I always wanted to be in aviation. My parents are in the aviation industry. I was always attracted to airplanes. I think they're beautiful machines. But back in the days when I was out of high school, it was pretty complicated to become a pilot. I'm from France. The paths are different than what we can find now. We don't have schools like FTE really. So I became an engineer, and then as soon as I could, as soon as I got the money, I decided to become a pilot. So here I am.
So what made you choose FTE as the school?
I heard about FTE before because I had some of my friends in bachelor degree that went to FTE, and so I saw their career taking up. They're all flying for EasyJets and stuff. So that was like my first main concern, like how close the school was to their airlines. And then I wanted to have a school that was human. Like, I didn't want to be a number or another pilot that they wouldn't care about, like you can find in some very other big schools. And this is what I got with FTE. So I was pretty happy. I'm still pretty happy with FTE. It's like you're considered as a human being and as a pilot to be, and not just a signet or just a number. So
when you said you saved your money up to go to FTE, how sort of expensive has it been to do your training?
So the training at FTE is around 120,000 euros. That's a lot. Still can't say it out loud. You can find schools that are cheaper than this, but what I liked about FTE is that everything was included. So the accommodation is including, the canteen is included. So I thought that was a good deal. And you've got all the expenses as well that are included, like your CPL fees and stuff. And the major part as well to me as a French is that FTE is able to deliver French licenses even though you're doing your training in Spain. So that was like very, very interesting for me, because the school that you have in France are about the same price, but you don't have accommodation. But flying in France is much more expensive than what you can have in Spain.
And what's the best thing that's been about your training?
Flying phase. Getting to fly every day. I'm in the end, so I'm always in dual, but definitely all the naps that I did in solo, I was scheduled early in the morning, so I would, do the check at sunrise, then taking off, then going down to the coast, and you're all by yourself in the aircraft. It's all quiet on the radio. It's just beautiful, the sun, the clouds, the sky, the sea. You take your little M&Ms with you, little snack in the morning. Yeah, definitely flying is the best part.
And what's the worst part of the training?
Ground school. Yeah, ground school, the first phase is 5 months long, so that's very long. You get to class every day from 8 to 5, and it's a lot of theory, and all you want to do is go in the aircraft. The phase 2 is about 3 months, but again, I'm not really the type of girl that sits on a chair and waits all day. I like action. I like to be in the aircraft and fly. So yeah, ground school isn't the best, but you have to get through this to get your asses and then get flying, so you have to do it.
And has there been any time when you've thought about giving up, or it's been too hard and you thought, am I going to get through this?
Yeah, I guess it's part of the journey, because it's so intense and it asks so much of you, like 100% of yourself all the time. And if you don't feel that way at one point in your training, I guess you just gave 100%. Otherwise, no, it's not possible. There's many times in flying phase, in the houses, when you're reviewing, and you feel like you're never going to get it through because you've got thousands of questions to review. You got the exam the next day, and yeah. But the good thing is that you're not alone on the journey. Like, you have your classmate with you. So, you know, as always, the more the better. So we're all cheering up. And yeah, in the aircraft sometimes you get down on a flight and it didn't go as planned, and it wasn't what you wanted to do. But this is actually how you grow. Like, if you're able to go past that phase where you're like, oh, I'm gonna give up, if you're able to hold on until the end, this is where you get your experience, and this is where you outgrow from that phase. That's a benefit in the end.
And where's your career going to take you after you finish your course?
I've got a few options that I'll be looking at. Of course, I like to fly in commercial, especially on the 320. I'm a French engineer, French aircraft, so that goes with it. Otherwise, I'll go for private jets. My main goal is to be on long haul. Like, I want to fly the ocean. I want to fly across, you know, across the world. That's my main goal. Right now, the industry is starting to pick it up, so we'll see after I graduate what's open for me and where I can go.
And what advice would you give to anyone that's thinking of becoming an airline pilot, or just on the initial step to start their training?
Do it. If it's your dream, just do it. It's gonna be tough. There's gonna be obstacles, but just do it, because the feeling that you have when you're flying, it's something that you're never gonna find in any other job. And it's just a beautiful, really beautiful job. And yeah, if you ever thought about being a pilot, then do it now, because the industry is about to start up again. COVID is almost over, so yeah, do it now.